Hey yo, what is up guys? Your boy is back with yet another video, and this one I'm going to be talking about Big E Langston. Yeah, that's right, Big E Langston's WWE Championship win. So, I got my strawberry smoothie with me here, ready to discuss this past Monday Night's Raw, so let's get into it. So the whole reason for this match, well, it was actually kind of built up from last SmackDown where Big E I should say, was hinting at cashing in on Lashley's. Like, if it's Lashley, it's Lashley, which is surprising. So I'll get to that at the end here. But first, we'll go through Raw. So Randy Orton was kind of feuding with Bobby Lashley about becoming a champ with the tag champs and the WWE champ. And I have to say, man, they're doing a great job with the Riddle and Randy Orton tag team. I think they're great. They really remind me of Team Hell No. I think I've said that in a past video. But I think the end game is Randy Orton versus Riddle for the championship at not the next year's WrestleMania, but the WrestleMania after that. But the match, let's talk about the match. The match was fucking fire. The Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton match. Now, that is a match everyone needs to watch. That was a really, really good match. Bobby Lashley had a really, really good title reign for what it lasted. And Monday's match was so good. That spear, because I knew Big E was going to cash in, but I didn't know, when Lashley landed the first spear, I was like, oh shit, okay, so Big E's gonna come out, some shenanigans is gonna take place, but then no, Orton kicked out, and I was like, damn, he kicked out, and the match kept going. And yeah, I think I really like the beginning of the match with Randy keep ducking out of the ring and stuff. But yeah, for those of you who haven't watched this, you got to go watch those last 20 minutes of the show. It is definitely worth checking out, every bit worth watching. I loved it. Anyways, and then fucking Riddle gets involved, and then yeah, that shit was so fun. No, MVP pulls Bobby Lashley out of the ring after Randy hits an RKO, and then next thing MVP gets laid out with an RKO on the outside, and then Riddle's like laying next to him, like it was hilarious. And then Randy gets back in the ring, hit with a spear, 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley goes on a wrecking crew, takes out Riddle, takes out Randy Orton, lays him out through the announce table. But then they did something kind of dumb where Bobby Lashley tweaked his knee, whereas instead I think it should have just happened in the match. Bobby Lashley tweaks his knee, and then Big E comes out. But either way, whatever. Same outcome. Big E comes out, gets hit with a spear, pretty much right off, kicks out, and then he finds a way to get the 1, 2, 3 with the big ending. And Big E's now our new WWE champion. So I was saying that he was going to main event next year's WrestleMania, and I was pretty honed in on that. And when watching him win Money in the Bank, I was like, yeah, I can see that. And then I thought they were going to go with him cashing in on Roman Reigns, and that's how they'd get the belt off Roman Reigns and elevating Big E to become a bigger babyface because of it. And ultimately, them having a clash at WrestleMania would subdue. So maybe it'll be Finn Balor, or unless they're going to put the belt back on Brock, but I'm not actually too certain about that. But I think Finn Balor would be my choice to beat Roman Reigns. Anyhow, let's just talk about Big E. So this has been a long time coming. So if you guys are well aware with the history of Big E, I think he had a gimmick in NXT where it was I need 5, and it was a 5 count. How he'd hit the 3, and then he'd want to get it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would be his gimmick. And he was NXT champion. So yes, Big E's a former NXT champion. A lot of people forget about the original, the first airings of NXT before it blew up with all the takeovers and all the independent talent coming in. I think Big E's homegrown too. I think Big E's a homegrown talent. So yeah, he came up, and then I believe he joined up with Dolph Ziggler, and he's part of that whole Dolph Ziggler, Caitlyn, and AJ Lee storyline. And I believe somewhere in there he won the United States Championship, and he must have been involved with that feud with John Cena back when Dolph Ziggler and John Cena were feuding back in late 2012 there. So yeah, I remember the first time I saw Big E, and he cut this awesome promo, I believe at the Royal Rumble 2013. I didn't like him at first because he was a new guy. I didn't like the Shield at first because they were new, but you know how it was, being a teenager and all, just not liking new people around here. Anyways, but he cut this awesome promo, and I'm like, wow, this guy has an awesome voice, and he's super charismatic, and dang. And it immediately popped for me. And he had a match with Dolph Ziggler versus Team Hell No at WrestleMania 29. And yeah, I get kind of wavy on my Big E after that. I don't really know. for the next, so that was in 2013. Yeah, I don't really know much of what he was doing up between that, because I don't remember if he was on WrestleMania 30 or not. He might have been in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And then he I think he must have been floundering around. He didn't really have much of a direction. And then he got in with the New Day, which the New Day was dead on arrival. So let's get on that. People did not like... it's about to talk for 5 minutes. Damn. Didn't know that. Anyway, so the New Day were pretty much dead on arrival, and like no one liked them. And then they became villains or whatever. And then I believe by... it's kind of funny because like by the time 2016 come around, they were these like awesome champions. They held the belts forever. I believe they wrestled the League of Nations at WrestleMania 31, 32. Yeah, so they were just kind of like, the New Day was like the saving grace to all three of those guys' careers. They got over major. They became like this staple and like just people that the WWE can just trust with anything. They're super charismatic. They're really great athletes. And you can just put them anywhere. You can put Kofi. You put the belt on Kofi Kingston. He got mad over because of it. And then now here we are with Big E again, just ascending to the next level. And I have to say, like I thought the Shield were going to be like the big cornerstones of the WWE, but the New Day, they're like the real like unsung heroes of the WWE over the past few years. Like anything they did, they would come out, they would get reactions, they'd throw pancakes into the crowd. They just do everything, and it's just so great to see that like these guys who were like in these go nowhere careers come together, and now two of them have held the WWE Championship, and I believe between the three of them they've held numerous tag team championships, not to mention how many singles titles Kofi Kingston and Big E have both held. I'm not actually certain if Xavier Woods held any titles, but yeah, it's just nice to see, and I guess the New Day will be kind of back together on Raw from here on out, so it'll be kind of interesting to see. So, and I hope they don't ever break up. Actually, I kind of like the storyline that they're just brothers together to the end. I don't think anyone needs to turn on each other or anything like that. But yeah, it's just amazing to like see. Like I remember like the first time I saw Big E, I told that story just already, but dang, it's just amazing to see like with pro wrestling about how like you see these guys start out in like one area and then they go all the way to just these mega stars, and now here Big E is, and he's finally getting his run. So, I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know what the plan is, but dang, good congratulations to Big E Langston on his WWE Championship win. And for those of you who didn't watch the last 20 minutes of Raw, go check that out, because that was just pro wrestling done to a T, right? Anyways, yeah, I was actually originally going to make a video just talking about how well I think the WWE is doing right now, but this happened, and I had to talk about that. So, if there's any more stuff I want to talk about wrestling-wise, I'll be making videos about that. Anyways, peace, guys.